You ever thought to yourself, you know what, if I ever spend top dollar on a professional photographer, it would have to be epic. So let's talk about destination sessions and how it could be epic for you. Hey guys, you're here with Jessica with Timeless Amor Photography, and thanks so much for tuning in back into my channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, you're probably wondering what is a destination session, right? So, I actually presented this to my clients a while back, actually, and I asked them, how would you guys feel about doing a session in a different city, whether Chicago, New York, whatever, anywhere that's really 50 miles away from our studio? So our clients' response were really positive. They were like, "Oh wow, that's dope." So I'm like, "Okay, bet, let's do it." So this is really how it started. So it's basically you're doing a photo shoot. You're taking your local clients and you're doing your photo shoot in a different city. And it really just gives you this really unique, different. It's a different energy. It's a different imagery that you get. So clients really love it. So I want to hear from you guys too. Would you rather spend more money to do something a little bit more creative, a little bit more dynamic in terms of your imagery, and just a really unique experience? Or would you rather just do something locally because it's going to be a little bit cheaper for you? So leave your thoughts in a comment. I would love to hear from you. So, now, before you decide, okay, I want to do this, let's go, you really have to plan accordingly to make everything flow smooth. So, tip number one is you definitely want to pack light. So, um, if you're anything like me, I am a shoe fanatic. I want to bring like 10 pairs of shoes. I want to bring two pairs of shoes each day, and that will eat your pockets away. So definitely pack light. Consider those baggage fees. I mean, if you're okay with the baggage fees, good for you. But yeah, just kind of tone it down just a little bit, so to make sure everything is perfect for you. All right, so tip number two is time management. Oh, I cannot stress this enough. So the last trip I went to before the pandemic and everything started getting crazy, I actually went to Vegas and actually wasn't even there on peak season. So I was there. I want to say it was February. I think it was. So yeah, so in February, it wasn't super busy, but things were kind of starting to slow down just because the coronavirus and everything. But one of the things I was, you know, really notice is that if you're gonna travel to any major cities like New York, California, Vegas, any of those places, just be mindful that of the time it's gonna take you to get from your rental, and not just that, but if you book um a rental that's off site, so from like a third party place or something like that, you just want to be mindful that it's gonna take you more time to be able to get your rental. So basically, when I was in Vegas, they had a shuttle that went to like these third party rental companies, and they ran every 10 minutes, but it was so many people. So it actually took me about an hour just to get my rental. So want to keep that in mind, and an hour when it's slow, So definitely give yourself enough time, because basically what happens is when we have these unique photo shoots at these unique locations, we have to get a permit, and those permits are for a certain amount of time. So you don't want to be late for your photo shoot. So definitely keep that in mind. So one of the things you really want to do is you really want that fashionable wardrobe. So this is that time. If you've been eyeing that dress, now's the time to pull a plug, bring that dress. You need to be super fashionable. This is your time to shine, have fun, look super cute, get all glam. So like I said, get that outfit. Make sure you have fashionable wardrobe, because wardrobe will make or break a photo. It doesn't matter if you're doing a destination, high school seniors, any type of portrait. Wardrobe is always important, so make sure you have that fashionable wardrobe to make you look your absolute best. Okay, so moving on from wardrobe, this is probably the most important thing. This is the whole purpose of doing a destination session, right? You want epic locations. So, like I said, one of the benefits of doing a destination session is you get really unique imagery that you can't get locally. So, what's the point of going to some lame park that you can get on your in your hometown, right? So think of mountains, canyons, historical landmarks. So these are things you can get locally. So this is really going to amplify your experience during your epic destination session. All right. And so last but not least, if you're going to go so far to go to like another city to have your photo shoot, you definitely have to enjoy the city. So another thing about me, I am a foodie for real. Like I'm surprised I'm not obese right now cuz I love to eat. I just love experiencing different cultural foods and things like that. So in my last trip that I went to last time I visited California, I went to this Korean restaurant. I think it's called Parks Barbecue, but don't quote me on that. But the beef was so good. Oh my god! I wish I could. I tried to find. I came back to Wisconsin and I tried to go to every Korean restaurant. It just wasn't the same. So definitely, be a tourist in that city. Enjoy the city. Check out some restaurants. And just experience it because life is about experiences. So you just can't go wrong with that. So I rather have an incredible experience just versus a photo shoot, and that's it. So that's something you're going to remember forever. So these are my tips to make sure you have an epic destination session. Definitely consider these, and if you have any questions in the comments, maybe you're planning for your own destination session, I would love to hear about it. I reply to all comments, so definitely leave your comments below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time.